Okay, today this is going to be the first video in the world and the first documentation too. There's no textbooks, nothing of in that nature. Talking about clothing. How clothing can actually harm you. How clothing can actually steal from you. How clothing actually can help you to heal. So we have to know what they are. Also too, the day behave differently. In the evening they behave differently. Nighttime behave differently. I'm going to show you the day clip right now. Okay, so I hang 3 things here. This is acrylic. This is cotton. And this is wool. We're going to learn something very quick. I'm going to rub my hand and look how this behaves. Okay? That's cotton. It attracts during the day. It behaves very differently. During the night, it behaves very differently. Yep. It's amazing as that. Night and day. That tells you a lot of something. Look how it attracts. Look how during the day it does not attract whatsoever. At nighttime, it actually does the opposite. Yes. At nighttime, this will attract and this won't. Crazy. This one just a little bit. That's wool. Okay? So we got cotton and we got acrylic. Now watch. See how it tracks towards me? It is not static. It's called an attraction. Attraction meaning I am magnetized. I becomes magnetized. There's no way that we are magnetized, right? What is magnetic? It's electro plus magnetic. Radiation. It's actually magnetic, and that's why they call it electromagnetic plus field. Complicated, but okay. So you can do this by yourself, and you can test this by yourself. You can actually know what's the material by just doing this, and you can actually see how it attracts. During the day, it behaves very differently. During the night, it behaves differently. And that's why we have to watch out. Okay, so you saw that little testing. And it is in the day. And you can see the behavior. Right now, we are at night. Right now, we are at night. It's 3:50 in the morning. Okay, this is acrylic. This is cotton. There's name on them. That's wool, and that's polyester. You saw that in the previous video. I also have it laid down here so I can make a little presentation or even show it to you. Okay, I'll go step by step. We're going to test nighttime now. Remember, this is nighttime. And I'm going to show you what they do or how they react at night. This is acrylic. And yes, you can test this by yourself. Just rub like that. This is cotton. Rub it like 3 times. Wool, because we want it to steal from me. And this is polyester. Now, I'm stepping away and watch what's gonna start doing. A little bit. Acrylic. Only steal a little bit. Cotton. Remember that little clip. Look at it. How it behaved during the day. Now, look, wait. I'm going to stop it for a second. It doesn't do anything during nighttime. Okay? What happened to wool? Look at that. During the day, look at during the day with wool. Now, nighttime. Okay? Polyester. Doesn't do anything. Either. Because polyester will absorb and it actually releases slowly. Wool absorb at night. That's why it's very important to have the 10. The 1 to 10. That's why it's out of wool. We want it to steal because after a certain time, remember? I said decay time. So let it steal. But at the same time, when we breathe out, remember, there's a video right up here that I talked about it. When we breathe out, it actually helps us to disperse. Okay? So, that's why the tent is made out of wool. Now, cotton. Because cotton doesn't do anything at night. Look at it. And imagine I haven't put extra, extra thing on it. Sorry, it's a little wiggle right now because the heat is on. But you can do this by yourself. Look what happened still. It's still absorbing towards me. Okay? Look how the distance. Okay? Even far away, it doesn't. Okay? So, I'm going to put this here so that way we can see how wool behave. Okay? Very strong. It absorbs very strong at night. Wool is a very strong absorbent at night. During the day, it doesn't do it. Yep. Crazy. This polyester. Day, it absorbs. Night, it doesn't. That's why we cannot put polyester. We cannot use polyester for the tent. Cotton, it doesn't do that at night. So what does that mean? That means if we wear it, it dissipates. Right? Simple. Acrylic. There's still a little bit left. Okay? Acrylic is close to wool. If I had a choice, it would be my second choice. But here's the problem. And yes, I have made the tent out of acrylic. Right here. You put that on, and I'm inside, I can tell you what fabric you put it on to. That's how sensitive I can actually tell. That is acrylic. And here's another one. If you have one of these, just to throw, do this at night. Spread it out on your floor. Just spread it out on your floor. Don't touch it. And then after decay, pick them up and just touch them around like that. You will hear so much static. Why? To prove the theory of decay time, use this and you'll be able to prove that. What does that mean? That means it collects. We don't want that. We don't want that. And when you rub them together, it makes a noise. How does thunder make noise? Very strong noise, right? Ha ha. Oh, that's another story. That's another video. So, I'm going to pan down here. So I have polyester, and I'm going to show you. This is why I said it can help you, but it can actually kill you slowly. Because it's not letting you out to breathe. Remember, I always said, and I will say it until the day I die. Because that's my discovery. The body needs to absorb, but the body needs to breathe. Okay? This is cotton. But guess what they did? If you look at the tag, 72% cotton. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see. 72% cotton. 28% polyester. So they make it breathable, but then they trap it. Because remember, polyester is a trap. That's why it's so warm. But here's the problem. Our body needs to breathe. Okay? So from now on, our body needs to absorb and our body needs to breathe. Our body absorbs during the day. It breathes at night. Remember that. I am the one that made that discovery. This is polyester. That's why it's warm. But here's the problem. It traps. It's the worst enemy on the market. Comes to wool. I'm going by these right here. Comes to wool. Wool, it's a very good insulator. Remember everything. They knew all about this. But here's the problem. You want the wool to steal from you at certain time. But you cannot wear wool at night. Even if it's the coldest. If it's really cold and you have to, you wear cotton inside. Then you put wool out. That way, there's a layer. And it has to be loosely. That way, it holds it. Here's what I find about wool. Just like the tent over there. It will steal it from you. Like when you put close to the string. Right? It steals from you. Right? Right here. Look, it's still active right now. It steals from you. Think the opposite. Okay? It steals from you. If you have a lot, what's going to happen? If you have a lot of these, it ain't going to move. You are moving. So it steals from you. If you exercise, it's very good to put wool afterward, though. There's another one for you. So, here's what I find out. Wool will steal from you, and then it releases slowly, just like how I described with the tent. Okay? So that's wool, my wool pile. Same thing with socks. You noticed they use leg warmers like these in dancers, like that. They're not leg warmers. They're actually helping them. They just didn't know it. But it has to be made out of wool. Or, the second best, acrylic. I'll teach you all that later. Now you know something, right? Now you know. Although they didn't know anything. But now you do. Cotton. Day or night. Because during the night, it helps you to absorb, but it also release. During the day, here, first time in human history again, the sun will heat that up. Your body will absorb it. Yep. So you literally can just take a cotton shirt, sweater, and just wear it in the sun. It will protect you from the UV light. But you are gaining the radiation, the ionized radiation from the sun. See it? And that's why I said, start wearing cotton. 100% cotton. Day and night. And if you have to, if it's really cold, you put wool on. Or acrylic. The last thing you want is polyester. Because I said, in the tent video, I said, if you sleep during the day, you need to put that polyester on the east side. Why? Because then it'll absorb and it actually blocks. I've said that many times about polyester in some of my videos, including the Faraday cage. Long ago, I made that discovery long ago, that it attracts high radiation too. Same thing with wool. It attracts. But here's the difference between polyester and wool. Wool release. Polyester won't. It'll get hot. It'll get so hot that it will go the other side, but it just hold on to it. But at the same time, wool is not good either because it steals from you. Oh, if you get girts, watch out for what you are wearing. Girts. Remember this. It can cause girts. Oh boy, I am telling you. Now, lastly, acrylic. Acrylic will steal just like wool, but it releases slowly. It's slower than wool. So if you want to keep yourself warm, it is best to have acrylic. Okay? Wool, use it as a protection because they're very expensive. I wonder why they're expensive. Because they actually do good, but they actually do harm at the same time. So a lot of people don't know that. So, you've seen all the evidence. You've seen all that. You've seen how I test that. And look, I'm going to put that here so you can see the string. All that talking, there's still energy in it. See it? What about the other? Nothing. It's actually, look, I push it away, see? It's actually trying to get away from me. Because it's blocking. This attracts a little bit. That's why I said if you have to wear something to keep you warm, you use acrylic. Because it absorbs, but it also releases slowly. This one absorbs, and it releases even slower. This one absorbs, it just stuck. This one absorbs, but it flies out at the same time. Cotton. And that's why I said, start wearing cotton. And you will see how your body behaves. And here's another one. Some people wearing a bunch of wool and wearing socks, and they're getting girts. They just didn't know that actually wool socks can cause, or wool can cause girts. Yep. My discoveries, remember, there's nothing like this anywhere. No textbook, nothing. Because that's how I discovered this. That's how I made the discovery. And I started to know about energy, how we move, how we breathe, how we exercise. So let's say, oh, if you exercise, when you come back from exercise, put some wool on. It'll help you. Just like how I said, dancers, they didn't realize it. But now, because of this, dancer needs wool. They need to put wool instead of acrylic. Most of them, they actually kind of knew a little bit. So they did make things like this for the dancers. But they didn't know what was actually going on. It's actually stealing from them and then releases. So they actually have less pain. Oh, there's another one for you. Although that video will be later, but you can actually use this to relieve inflammation. Remember that. That's my discovery too. So, wool and that can actually release it because it's helping you to rip it out. Even help with arthritis. Yes. Clothing can actually help you with arthritis. If you understand this concept, then you will understand how your body works. But here's the problem. Remember day and night. Remember I said that long ago in one of my introduction video about how I discovered that the Egyptian knew about night and day. They just couldn't understand it. This right here will show you that the Egyptian knew something. The Egyptian knew. And throughout human history, they used a lot of wool and animal hair, but they could not understand. But at the same time, they are killing themselves at the same time as well. Yeah? Until cotton. So, now you understand. Now you understand a lot of stuff. You understand how these 4 things work. Like I said, the worst one of them all, once more before I go, is that. That's polyester. Wool is to help you to steal. Wool can also help you to protect because it releases slow, a little faster than acrylic. So it acts as a protector. That's why we use it in the tent. There's only 2 so far that I know about wool. To help you relax, which means it's helping you to breathe because it steals, but at the same time it releases slowly. Okay? Sometimes it's actually good to use this in the winter. That's why a lot of people use wool in the winter, because it actually steals, but actually at the same time it releases slowly. But you cannot wear it all the time, remember that, because then it steals too much from you. Then it becomes an enemy. First it's just your friend, then it becomes an enemy. Cotton, it is always your friend. Remember that. Because during the day it absorbs and it gives it to you. During the night it absorbs from you and then it releases. See it? Acrylic steals, but it releases slowly. So it's the second choice of wool. Look at it. It's still going. Not at the other one. I told you, it behaves very differently at night. Doesn't do that in the day. Anyway, I hope you enjoy the video, and I hope you learn about polyester, wool, cotton, and acrylic, and how it behaves day and night, how it steals from you, how it actually can help you, but it's actually in the long run, it can actually kill you slowly by not knowing. So right now, there's a lot of people out there wearing these things and they don't even know it. And it's stealing from them. It's trapping the heat because there's 2 principles here. We need to absorb and we need to release. Understand that, and you will understand your clothing. And once you understand your clothing, you will understand what it does, and then you are helping your body to absorb during the day and release at night. Yes, and that is my discovery. No textbook, no videos, nothing of that nature in the world that knows this. And one more time before you go, all these can be proven scientifically, can be proven easily. Follow this video, analyze this video, and you will be able to test it just like I presented. Okay, this is the bonus footage. And this is aluminum, right? There's no way that things can stick to it, right? A little bit. Cotton. Nothing. Whoa. Look at that. Look at the distance. Okay. Polyester. Nothing. Look at over here. Can you imagine? The only 2 things that here, acrylic, a little bit, cotton, nothing, wool, holy cow. Look at that. It won't even let go. Polyester? Nothing. Okay? Now you understand how things work. Other than that, that's about it on this video. I will see you in the next video.